We are live on the Galaxy Man Show. So, for my very first guest today is this incredible actor known by the name of Raph Bucky Barnes, who's playing Tommy Oliver in Power Rangers Unworthy. So I'm going to add Raph into the live now and have a chat with Raph on the Galaxy Man Show. So, yeah, I'm going to send him an invite now, and here we go. Hey, Raph.
Hey, Jacob, how's it going?
Yeah, really good, thanks. Thank you for coming on to my show, by the way. It really means a lot. So people that don't know who you are, Raph, if you can give a bit of backstory about yourself, of who you are, and then we'll dive right into the questions.
Sure. My name is Raphael. I'm an actor. I've been acting for quite a while. I'm definitely a big Power Ranger fan, and that's something that I had the honor of being casted in the Unworthy production of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Unworthy.
Awesome. So we'll dive right into the questions now, Raph. So for my very first question, as you mentioned about Power Rangers Unworthy, so you're going to actually play this really, really iconic role of Tommy Oliver himself.
Yes.
What's the feeling like of getting to play this character of Tommy Oliver for Power Rangers Unworthy?
You asking me that question right now just gave me the goosebumps because he's one of my favorite characters from the franchise ever since 1993 when I watched it and he came on the set. It's definitely an exciting moment to be a part of this as Tommy Oliver, portraying the character of Tommy Oliver.
So on to my very next question. So with the whole relationship between Kimberly and Tommy for Earth 22.17, what can people expect between the relationship between Tommy and Kimberly?
As a fan of Tommy and Kimberly, and I'm sure there are many fans of Tommy and Kimberly, they could expect a great storyline. It's definitely going to be a memorable one for the fans. For those who remember the relationship when they first got together, it's something special.
So on the very next question, what makes your Tommy so different from Jason David Frank's Tommy and Power Rangers Unworthy Tommy?
Ooh, I can't say I could compare it to his, but I would say that Jason David Frank would probably love to play this character, this Tommy Oliver, in the Unworthy production. From what I know, that's my opinion, but once people see it, I think they would probably agree as well.
Awesome. So on to my very next question, if your Tommy could have any memorable moment for Power Rangers, what would you like to see from your Tommy in Power Rangers Unworthy?
What could I say? As long as I could portray something half as epic as the Tommy from 218 played by AJ Kicks, I'm gonna be happy to play this Tommy from 2217. It's definitely something that I've been looking forward to once I've heard that I was casted as this Tommy.
So on to my very next question, if your Tommy could team up with any 5 Ranger team members, who would your Tommy want to team up with and why from any season?
From any season. I'm gonna take it all the way back to 1993, the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the very first American series. I would love to team up with Billy Cranston. He's definitely smart, has the intellect, the logic to get out of any situation. I also with Zach. I would definitely team up with Zach. You could tell by his attitude that you could go to places and have a great time, especially if we're out on the battlefield battling all the villains. Using his hip hop keto style, it's unbelievable to watch him work. Moving on to Turbo, I would go with Power Ranger Turbo. I would team up with Adam and Tanya. Their style, their style, their martial arts is epic. And definitely Tanya, Tanya, she'll yeah, Tanya. And for my fifth member, I'm gonna go forward in time to Power Ranger Time Force and team up with Katie because she's definitely one of the strongest Power Rangers that I've known in the franchise.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. What would be your favorite memorable season of Power Rangers that you've seen so far?
I'm still gonna go back the classic Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. Growing up with it, as a kid, just my eyes had opened up to this new series of superheroes. All different colors, bright colors, fighting, the fight choreography, and one memorable moment of that series, of that season, has to be at the end of every episode. For those who remember watching it as a kid, at the end of every episode, they would always have a moral message for the kids, and it would always be a positive message after the end of every episode. So if those of you who remember it, you remember that Fox Kids would always have that message, a positive message for kids, and that's what stuck with me.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. What would be your all-time favorite Power Rangers villain in the series?
Villains. Not a lot of people, I would say not a lot of people might not remember this villain, but I do. He was Rita Repulsa's brother, Rita Revolto. He definitely looks cool. He's a whole skeleton with a camouflage helmet or skull. But what I love about this villain is his comedic timing. He was definitely funny. He was evil, but always had a great sense of humor.
So on to the very next question. Who inspired you as a person to get into acting in the first place?
The person who got me into acting, as a child, I would always watch movies and TVs and the behind the scenes. And I always wanted to be in that production, in that industry. Growing up, my Aunt Susan actually helped me get my foot into the door with professional acting into the professional industry. So I've worked with her, she worked with me. She had connections. She told me try to audition for these roles. I got into it, and that's how I pursued my career in acting.
So on to my very next question. So what have you learned about yourself during COVID this year?
During this year, having time off from my primary work, traveling, taking public transportation that took time away from me focusing on myself, on my health, and details that I didn't see. But during this COVID year, I definitely had the time to take care of myself and better myself as a person with my health. I was able to exercise more, able to rest more, because living in New York City, if anybody from outside New York City comes and visits, you're gonna see people just walking like faster than you haven't seen before. And it's because they're always rushing to get to work. They're working, they leave work, they go home, they do that day in, day out. And I feel like they never take the time to just relax and just focus on themselves. But during this year, I'm sure many people have had the time staying home and looked on themselves and took the time to rest and better themselves. So that's what I would say that I was able to do for myself, and also hone in on my acting skills and my physical abilities to perform on sets. I especially want to try to do some stunt work, some action, some fighting scenes, and use that to create something special.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. If you could be in any TV or movie franchise, what would it be and why?
I'm gonna go with Power Rangers. That's something I always wanted to do as a kid, and I was so excited that Unworthy production had reached out to me. And once I got that call, it was an amazing feeling. It's definitely something that everyone should watch. If you're a Power Ranger fan, even if you're not, just check out Power Rangers Unworthy on YouTube. Check out their Unworthy production Instagram. Check out their episodes 1, 2, and 3. They're working on 4. I'll be happy to be a part of episode 5. So it's the Power Ranger franchise I enjoy to work on. Getting goosebumps right now just thinking about it.
Oh yeah, and I have a feeling, really amazing and incredible feeling that you're going to be an incredible Tommy. So I'm so happy for you, and it's going to be badass. So
no, thank you, Jacob. And I just want to say thank you for having me on your show. I've been watching all your interviews, and I'm looking forward to seeing your future interviews. It's an amazing thing that you're doing, and I give you all the credit for having us on your show.
It's all good. I just love supporting you guys, and all you guys that have, like, everyone that I've interviewed so far. It just means the whole world to me. You guys are all incredible, and it just, yeah, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So on to my very next question. So if with the positives and negatives into the acting industry, what advice would you give people about that?
So the positive aspect of the acting industry, in my experience, just being in the audition room, in the green screen, waiting for that call, I got to meet a lot of other actors who were going for the same roles, and they're all positive people. Even though they're going for the same role, we gave each other positive vibes, and time again, we would go for auditions. I would meet the same people, and always meet the great people that in the future hopefully would work with. Sometimes when actors go for their roles, sometimes it doesn't pan out well. But that, I would say, that would be the negative aspect of it. But don't let that hold you back. If you go for a role and you don't get it, move on, keep working hard. You never know when you might land that one perfect role that's just fit right for you. So just keep doing what you're doing and just keep going, and we'll see you on the big screens.
Awesome. So on to my very last question, Raph. So what new projects do you have installed after COVID, if you have any announcements on the show?
Oh, I've been working with a great team throughout this whole year. Definitely social distancing, but we've been in contact via Instagram, phones. But I can't say what it is. But if you're following me, or not, if you're not following me, please follow me on Raph_Bucky_Barnes. Check out my story. Yesterday I posted something. Today I posted something, and I have a big announcement tomorrow at 4 p.m. Friday, November 20th. I'll be showcasing what the project is. It's definitely brand new, and I think it's an awesome idea that was created by a group. And I hope everyone gets to enjoy it. I'm excited to be a part of it, and I hope it grows from then on. So come follow me, put your post notifications on, and hopefully you guys love it. Please support, and it's gonna be awesome. It's definitely that's giving me chills too. So it hopefully all works out.
Awesome. Well, can I just say thank you so much again, Raf. I really appreciate you coming on to my show. It means a lot. Everyone, definitely go support Raf. He is truly incredible. Definitely one talented actor.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see you as Tommy Oliver in Power Rangers Unworthy. So definitely go check out Power Rangers Unworthy episode 5 when it comes out, with Raf as Tommy Oliver. So thank you again, Raf. It means a lot. Any last final thoughts or anything that you'd like to say to people?
I just want to say thank you for inviting me onto your show. This also means a lot to me, for you for supporting me as well. And for those fans who are following me, I'm sure you guys are watching this show. Please follow Jacob on the Galaxy Man Show. Check out all his interviews. He's an amazing interviewer. And we'll see much more of him and his work. And I want to say thank you again, Jacob.